Okay. Hey, what's going on? Old fashioned ice cream appliance boot camp. This is Mike Sneed coming to you live and direct from the big city of Selma, North Carolina. Down here in old fashioned ice cream, the ice cream parlor. We finally got it done. I got everything in. It's ready. Been going good, getting a lot of feedback from everybody who's coming out here. Seeing the new layout that we have. It's working good. Got a couple little changes I got to do to make it flow a little better for the kids and stuff. But all in all, we're good and we're happy. And we're looking to have a great year this year. Great year. We got a lot of good stuff planned. Um, One of the first things we're doing is ice cream for breakfast. It's a national day, the first Saturday in February. February the 3rd is the actual date. On that Saturday, we'll have ice cream for breakfast. We'll open up at 8 a.m. and we'll have what we ice cream. We have ice cream uh, breakfast ice cream. So what I mean, we'll take your favorite cereals and make ice cream out of them and stuff. Be breakfast inspired ice cream, and we're gonna have some games and have stuff going on. And we also going to be doing it in conjunction with the Lions Club of Selma, North Carolina. And we're going to take 10% of the sales coming out of that day. It's going to go to the Selma Elementary and Selma Middle School. So looking forward to that. That's going to be the kickoff. Next month is the kickoff of us actually doing. So I'm going to try to have something going on every week and every month. We're going to have something going on every week for people to come out to. And February is going to be the kickoff for that, for us to get the numbers where we want to be at and really push this ice cream parlor forward. And that kind of leads me into my video today. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of meeting with a gentleman, a nice young gentleman. Um, he came out and he wanted to talk to me mainly about the ice cream parlor and about some things we may could do together in the future. And one of the things that his first question that he asked was, how do you get your funding? How did you get your funding to do your ice cream parlor, to buy your buildings, and for everything that you're doing? This guy, he's known my family for quite a while. He actually was a tutor that we used to pay to come and instruct our kids, and so he's known my family for a while. He's a retired school teacher, and he actually does a lot of work and in the community. And he has something that he's putting together, and he wanted to get my input on it, and maybe help. Maybe I could help them kind of reach some of their goals and what they're trying to do. But that was one of the first. That was the first question he asked. He said, "I got to ask you this question. You know, I hope it's not too invasive. Uh, but how do you get the money or the funding to do this?" And I was kind of it was kind of funny. I thought maybe that he knew because he knew I ran my appliance repair business for a long time because he was our family tutor for many years, and he knew I ran a appliance repair business. And we've been to his house and to his friends and family houses repairing appliances. And I had to tell him, I got my money through appliance repair. Like I tell you all, appliance repair is how I got the funding to do this. There's no secret. I got my funding to be able to come out and purchase these buildings, um, to to actually keep the ice cream parlor up and running. Came through appliance repair, the skilled trades. How did I get the skill set to? He asked me, how do you know how to do all this stuff? You know, how you know how to uh, to know, retrofit this place in such a short period of time. Because he saw it when I don't think he didn't quite see it when we first before I came in here, but he actually saw it. He saw it after we got in, and he's seen every time. as we made improvements, he's seen it, and he knows I'm the one in here doing it. How do you get the skills to do that type of stuff? I had to tell him again. Appliance repair. Appliance repair gave me the confidence and the skill set to be able to do this stuff. I'm not no master carpenter. I'm not no. Lord knows I'm not no master drywall. I tell anybody if you do drywall, if you got to be one or two things, you either got to be a man or a fool, or you might even be both. I'm not. I'm not no master drywaller. I'm not no master plumber. Not no master carpenter or woodworker. But I can do enough to make it presentable to do what I needed to do. And every time that I actually do another project, we get better and better. It's to the point now, people used to cut me some slack. When I first got started, people would cut me slack on stuff. Hey, okay, that looks good. But now people expecting me to be uh, to be more of a professional at it and stuff that I'm not really professional at. So shout out to Slick. That Slick come in, Slick come in and say, hey man, you can't do that. Hey, you need to do this. If you're gonna do it right. So he comes in and he tells me about how I need to make things cleaner and say, hey, you gotta step it up. So you used to be able to do it that way. Hey, you've been doing it too much now. You need to step it up and get it going to the next level. So I gotta go back and route some edges off to round them off because what happened, Slick said something about it, and then the other day I saw one of matter of fact it was the mayor. He came in and I saw him he rubbed the edges. So I said, okay, all right, Slick, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna round them off. So I'm gonna go ahead and round off the edges and all that stuff to get it get everything the way it should be. But like I say, that's how I learn, and that's how I'm able to do this stuff. Whenever I need money or funding, I go to the actual skilled trades. I go back to the appliance repair. That's how I get my money. I was in the truck today. Went in, done a dryer, a heater element, and a whirlpool dryer, $368. You know, and from there, that $368 didn't take no more than about an hour to do it. And it's hard to beat that type of money. It's hard to beat it. And so from there, I actually, as a matter of fact, I'll hold off on that to the end, and I'll tell what I'm thinking about doing. But yeah, it's hard. I don't know where else you're gonna go out there and make close to $400 an hour. I don't know what job I can get and do that. I don't know what job I can go to that day and get paid the same day. No, most of the time, if I go somewhere and go to work, you can be a week and a half, 2 weeks, or you still have to work a week and a whole before you get paid. With the skilled trades and appliance repair, you get paid all the time, automatic. You get all your money. So I don't know where else I can get that from. Where I can wake up dead broke. I can wake up dead broke tomorrow morning, and all I have to do is answer my phone, and I can make $700-800 before the day ends, and have it in my pocket. I don't know where else you could do that. I don't know where what else you can do that at. Without having to put any money out. No, you put a little money out for gas, but that's about it. And you can go out here and you can earn a great living doing the supply repair. But that's how I get my funding. It's not. I don't do nothing where you sign up no Navy credit thing. I don't do any of that. I don't do anything no credit cards where you're gonna come and you're gonna sign up for a credit card then charge back and all. I don't do any of that. I just take the skill set that I learned from appliance repair. I take it out there to the marketplace, and the marketplace will reward you uh, plentifully for your skill set. They need you out there, And lucky for me, I have from doing appliance repair to getting the confidence to be able to tackle other stuff. I have a huge arsenal of skills that I can go out there marketplace and make money off it. And not only that, I have so many different avenues that I can push out there to go make money. I can do the kettle corn, make money. I use the ice cream to make money. I do appliance repair. I have the actual school to make money, and all that comes from appliance repair. I have my electrical contractor's license to make money. So you have all these different skill sets that come from appliance repair allows me to be able to do what I do. And like I say, for you all who are doing appliance repair, I strongly recommend you look into doing something like this while you're able, while you're still able to go out here and run your business. No, we have a lot of money in appliance repair. We make a lot of money in those skilled trades, but a lot of times we blow it and don't see it go anywhere. While you out there running it, take some of that money and start putting it away to build small businesses like this, where eventually when you get ready to retire, you'll have something that can come and still make you money. And I prefer to actually purchase the real estate. That was the other thing too. They were surprised that I actually owned the real estate. It was funny, even some of my customers. Uh, the other day. They were surprised. They thought I rented both of these buildings. They were like, did you get a deal for renting both buildings? And I was like, no, I bought them. I bought both buildings, and so I own both of them. The school, I'm getting ready to do it. I'm getting ready to start working on that, getting that redone and retraced. So by the end of January, we'll be done with that. I'm working on that in conjunction with the ice cream, walk up ice cream stand. But it's what's it called? It's a podcast is a great business to allow you to do this. And like I say, now that I'm 51, this right here it's gravy. It's gravy. To be able to come here and set, talk to your customers, make a little money, be able to provide jobs for the kids and stuff. It's good to be able to see the town grow and you be somewhat of a part of it. We had our little activate Selma meeting on Wednesday morning, and a couple they came in the ice cream parlor while I was renovating. They came in and we talked, and they saw what I was doing, and they liked the town so much they went down and rented a building and going to put their business in. And they chose this. They chose Selma over Wendell, which is a where we've been looking saying we want to be like Wendell. They thought Selma was better than Wendell, so they came on down because of it ain't strictly because of the ice cream parlor, but they came in and saw it and they liked it. They liked the fact that we had real local businesses, hometown local businesses here. They didn't they don't mind the Starbucks, or they don't mind the Baskin and Robbins, or maybe Ben and Jerry's or Jenny's ice cream. They don't mind those, but they said they wanted the local, real local small businesses here, and they know that we have a local small business coffee shop, ice cream parlor. Everybody that own their businesses here are people who are local small business owners, and so they like that. They like that. That's what the makeup on this street is. It's not made up of no what's it called? It's not made up of actual big commercial businesses. So that was one of the things that pulled them into here, and I'm glad to know that I played some part. So that's why I'm coming at. I got somebody walking around there. I'm telling people it's funny. They're gone now. But what happens, we in the halfway point between Florida and New York. So where we set it in Selma. So we have a lot of people who travel to Florida, homeless people that travel to Florida and for the wintertime. So we got people, some late stragglers going down to Florida, and they stop here and they stay here a week or two. A lot of them hang out in front of my store at night because I have an outlet where they can plug their phone in outside. And also, I got free Wi-Fi, so they know me. So I just saw him walking. I was telling him I'm talking, so he kept going. But it's funny. I see them about twice a year when they're going down to Florida, and then once the spring and the summertime come, I see them again going back up north to New York, Philadelphia, and places like that. But that was him just at the window, and he was the one that he was I guess going to talk to me. And I was telling him I'm talking. I need to keep going, but he kind of threw me off my topic. But anyway, that's where my funding comes from. It's nothing special. Just come through appliance repair. Like I say, if you're currently running your appliance repair business, you need to start thinking about your retirement. You need to actually start putting money away, investing it into other small businesses, stuff that doesn't require a lot of hands-on work. I like ice cream. You can do um, popcorn, kettle corn. You can do laundry mats. You, you can do anything, or you can build your business. Now, if you're somebody who's great at running businesses and managing people and stuff, build your appliance repair business to the point where you can actually it actually run without you, and use that as your retirement. So you can do that too. So I'm gonna read some of the stuff we got going in the chat. I want to get out of here. Me being on here for an hour and a half, an hour, trying to convince somebody to get into the skilled trades. I'm not doing that in 2024. I'm gonna come in, say what I gotta say, and I'm getting out. Mike Reed, what's up, Mike? Man, good to see you, man. Say yo. If you hadn't already, go subscribe to his channel. I've made a boatload of money from the information Mike Reed put out about commercial appliances. DCNF, so what's going on, Mike and ABC? What's going on, DCF? Michael Campbell, so what's up, Mike and ABC fam? What's happening? Hey, what's going on, Quentin Hodge? Say, hey, Mike and ABC. How your son doing? Quentin, I know your son was getting into the appliance repair. How did it go for him? Decent enough. Slick would definitely hold you accountable. Yeah, he does. Whenever I do something, he comes through and he give it the white glove thing. He look at everything. And then I told him this time, I said, man, I said, you're the only person come around here complaining. He said, nobody else gonna tell you the truth. So I said, okay. So yeah, he comes around and give his white glove and tell me everything I done wrong. Christopher Alexander. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. Reggie Crew. Hello, Mike and ABC fam. What's going on? What's good? Hey, how you doing, Reggie? DCNF. Yeah, how's everyone's 2024 starting out? I'm excited about 2024. I don't know about anybody else. I'm excited about it because when you run your own businesses, you actually get to plan out the year, and you get to make changes in your business. So it's not like you're working for somebody and the year come out and they tell you what the plans are, and you got to follow them, and you mad. They tell you you're going to be working 12 hours. You're not going to get no raise. They tell you all this stuff. You might not be excited about it. But if you're a small business owner and you run and operate your own business, I look at what I've done in 2023, and from there, I'm able to make changes so that I can make the changes in 2024 to get the business where I want it at. And so that's what this whole thing is right here. In fact, I'm gonna show you all. I don't know if I showed you, but I'll give y'all another uh, look at what it looks like. Uh, let's see here. But that's the reason why we done the reface, because I wanted to make some changes. And okay, so there we go there. Uh, there. I wanted to make some changes in 2023. So here we go. So, you know, so all of that is what we done in 2024. You make the changes, and you in control, and you make it the way you like it. And so when it starts to come together, it's such a great feeling when it starts to come together, and putting it together. That look, you let me fix this screen. Hold on, let me fix this. Okay, when it starts to come back, ah, okay, there we go. When you start to put it together, you put it the way you like it, and you can make the business do whatever you want it to do, and you get excited about it. I'm excited about what's coming in 2024. I can make as much money as I want, work as much as I want, uh, whatever, and I love it. Mr. O, I'm trying to see about the laundromat business. Yeah, that's a good business from I take from it. I know Bob Winsterman, he's on Blue Streak Appliance. He retired on appliance repair last year, same time I did, and he does. He has the laundromat, and he helped his daughter in the thrift shop. Um, so he seemed to like it. Okay, Mr. O, so you think he should park his money in laundromat? Well, since once we cross the bridge, I gotta get free from the truck first. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see nothing wrong with it. All right, there we go. Michael Campbell. He said his 2024 good so far. His phone is still ringing, collaborating with some local businesses. There you go. Okay. Also, Mr. Ernest Anderson. This is funny too. Good story. Mr. Ernest Anderson. He came to our actual. He done the online version, but he's been here several times to Appliance Boot Camp. Today I had a customer come in. Let me clean my camera. Hold on a second. Let me clean my lens on the camera. Okay. I don't know if it helped or not. But Mr. Ernest Anderson, I had a customer come into the ice cream parlor today, and while we were putting the logos and stuff up, and they came and said, "I need to give you something." I was like, "Okay, what's up?" And he gave me your business card. And I looked at it, and I said, "I know this, Ernest." And I said, "I thought maybe you had told him. I thought maybe he had taken the course or something." But I saw it was in Minnesota, Minneapolis, and I was like, "Where you from?" He said, "I live here in Clayton." I said, "Okay." I said, "I know Mr. Ernest Anderson. How do you know him?" And he told me, he said, his son, I think it was, his son lives in Minnesota and Minneapolis, and he whatchamacallit. He went up to visit his son, and his son washing machine broke. And when his son washing machine broke, Ernest went there and fixed it. And from there, they had a conversation. And I guess Ernest asked him where he was from, and he told him Clayton, North Carolina. And he told him about the appliance boot camp and this and that. He got Mr. Card. He came down and showed it to me, and I couldn't believe it. But he talked so highly of you. He said how great you were, and how well you fixed their machine and stuff. And he was just ecstatic that he had a connection from somebody in Minnesota down here to Clayton about they knew about the ice cream parlor. They knew about the actual appliance boot camp and all that. And I was very proud the way you represented appliance boot camp, and that just goes to show we have people all across the world. Like I said, you start looking to appliance repair. We start looking at appliance repair. Our DNA is all the way across. But shout out to him. He was talking very highly of me, and I really appreciate that. Oh, what's up, man? Mr. Jared Brooks said, "President." What's going on, Jared? That's my guy from back home. Okay. Greg B said, "What's up, Mike and ABC? What's going on, Greg?" Quentin Lamar Hard. Good. He went live. Oh, he went live yesterday. Okay. There you go. Good stuff. What's going on, cuz? Clarence Hill. That's my cousin. Keep on hustling. Way to go, man. I hope you got that car fixed, man. Uh, Wendy LMA. What's going on, Wendy? Wendy, I saw your thing that you're doing with the. I was reading your post about your business having that your workspace, shared workspace. That was an excellent post, and you write some of the best sales ads I've seen. That was a great post. It made me want to come over there and do a shared workspace. But great sales ad that you put in there. All right, they networking. Greg B store looks good. Thanks, man. We're gonna run with this layout for a little bit for this year. It looks really good. I'm at the point now. Believe it or not, I've never done my ribbon cut or grand opening. I'm gonna do that this year, and the reason why my mom was telling me this. I think Tuesday I went to go spend the day with my mom. I was telling her I said I'm gonna do my ribbon cutting this year, and she was like, "Why you ain't do your ribbon cut? That's backwards." I personally don't like to do the ribbon cutting my first year or two. I don't like to have a ribbon cut and then 6 months or a year down, not even a year down the line, I'm closing the doors and taking signs off the doors. I want to make sure that the business is up and running and that we're going to be here. And from there, then I like to do the ribbon cutting. And then at the ribbon cut, it's not so much celebrating that I'm getting in and we opening the doors. I want to celebrate that I have firm roots into the actual ground and that the business is here to stay. And it really becomes a celebration then because no, the most businesses fail within the first year, no, over half, and then if you make it the second or third year, it's even higher. So we got past the second, we got past the third year. Now I'm feeling good that we can go ahead and have our ribbon cutting, and we can actually go ahead and do that celebration. Okay. Quentin, okay, so he went live. Okay, Wendy, it's a good thing that you bring a new life to your space. Yeah, every what I do at the end of every year, I take some of my profits that I have, and I put it back into the business to get it a little bit better. Because when we start this business, I don't borrow money on it, so I don't not come in. I come in with bare bones, as they really say, pulling it up from your bootstraps. I come in bare bones, and I have just enough to get us to the next level, and it gives me a chance to see what the business actually needs and what direction. Because I have one direction when I have one plan in my mind what it's going to be like, and once I get going, sometimes I have to veer off and turn and do this. I don't want to come in and excuse me throw a lot of money into building the business, building this way, and thinking that it has to operate like this, and then pigeonhole myself where I can't get out because I don't do so much money and so much resources into thinking it's going to work this way. That once I get started and get working, I found out it's going some other way. Now, if I was buying a franchise where somebody had done it for many a years and they had they had everything laid out straight for me, where they go out and they say, okay, if you buy a build, if you go put this business in this type of demographics with this type of cars going by, with this amount of people, with this amount of people who earn this amount of money, somebody who's done figured all that stuff out, and they then give me, I buy into a franchise or I buy that type of business plan, then I can throw all my money in. So like somebody go buy Chick-fil-A, somebody go buy tropical smoothie, Chick-fil-A and them, they have went out and they've done all the hard work and they know exactly how that business is going to operate. If you hit these, if you follow all these parameters they give you. And if you follow all those parameters and it don't work, then you can go back to the franchise and say, hey, I'm doing everything, what's going on? So they figured all that out. But with me, I'm not buying a franchise. I just bought somebody business plan, and I knew it worked well for where they were at. So I knew that the flavors were good. I knew pretty much the concept of how the business operates, but they had never put it into a place that was so at that point in time where Selma was, where it was so destitute, like Selma. They actually said, "Don't put it there." They said that's too destitute. What they would like for you to do is actually find out, go to go to where like maybe a Baskin Robbins or what you call, go to a Baskin Robbins or go to a Dairy Queen, find that location, put a pin on the map there, and then spread out 2 miles from that location. That's what he teaches you to do. Go to Baskin Robbins, put a pin there, spread out 2 miles. If you spread out about 2 miles from Baskin Robbins, then that will get your rent somewhere about $1,000 or less. And from there, you can actually drop this ice cream parlor in, and you can actually then come out making that $400,000 per year out of the ice cream parlor. But to come to some place like where Selma was, where there's no business, no, you off the main highway, you don't have any foot traffic, you don't have anything, they would say, don't do it. You ain't gonna make no money out there, and you don't at the beginning. But what you do, you actually make them. You actually purchase the real estate, and from there, I followed what my old business partners told me, where they said, when you're going out to a place like Selma, don't buy one building, you better buy two. And so you fix one of them up, and then you start fixing on the other one. By the time you get to the second one, other investors hopefully will see you doing it, and then from there they'll start jumping in and helping you build it up. But you can't just put one building in. So I done that, and lucky for me, I had Jeff across the street at the same time doing his coffee business. So he was putting his coffee shop in. I was doing the appliance boot camp, and then from there I jumped and started doing the ice cream parlor, and then from there it just took off. Everybody started coming, and they say, "Hey, something's jumping off down there. What they doing?" So everybody then started coming, and it's worked out great. So that's the same thing I'm doing over in Rocky Mount. I have the ice cream parlor that I'm putting in there, walk up ice cream stand, and then I got two houses on the back side of the street that I'm gonna be doing. And now I'm looking. I think it's Dollar General or whoever is coming across the street from me. Wendy LMA. Laundry is a good business. Come see me for information about starting your business. Okay, yeah, Wendy does. She does what you call incubators and help with small businesses too. Yep, small world. Thanks, Wendy. As a friend, Mike, you get 30 minutes free. Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. Decent enough. Mike, you are the oracle of entrepreneurship. I don't know. I kind of walk into it. Wendy, Mike, you do listen. Thanks, Wendy. Wendy, I actually won a business consult from Wendy. She, they had this silent auction or something, and I put my bid in, and I actually won, and she gave me some great advice. So I appreciate that. Okay, D. Charles, did concrete finish properly at the container project? Yeah, it did. Everything is done there. What I got to do now, I had to make some changes on the inside of the container with the actual plumbing. So we done a site visit with my. I got to do site visit with my plumber, and from there, I just got to get my architect to actually draw up the changes and stuff that we came up with, and I got to resubmit that to the actual inspection department, and we'll be back out there next week working. I had to actually step away from there to do this week. I came and done this one this week. We'll be back at that container next week. Yeah, if you don't mind, hit the like button. Mike, can you tell a story about some risk you took in business that you overcame? Oh, God knows, I got so I got so many of risks that I took. Um, let me think of. the most recent risk that I took. But this was a risk to come here with the ice cream. Uh, this right here was a risk. But y'all seen this one. Let me think of one that you hadn't seen. Okay. You don't know. Maybe I told y'all the story. But what happened? After I had started when I first started my appliance and electrical contracting business. Like I said, when I first started doing appliance, I was doing electrical contracting too. I had my electrical contracting license. So, what I've done, my job was ending at Intel. I was a test engineer, automation engineer. Then I was writing actual test. I was actually writing test code to actually make the computer operate and simulate keystrokes and stuff to test out motors and whatnot. And so what happened? We found out we were going to be getting laid off, and I took the service package. I said, "Hey, I'm gone." And the first job that I had, as soon as I quit that same month, I had this guy. He was building he was building a subdivision, and the first house going in there was like 4,000 square feet house. And so I whatchamacallit, I go I get he wants me to wire the house. I'm broke. No, at this time I am broke. I all I had was just my service package money. At that time, it might have been about maybe $4,000. I don't even think it was that much. It was maybe about $2,500, maybe 30, maybe $3,000 that I had. That was all my money. I mean, that was all of my money. And I get the bid, and he told me, yeah, he'll let me wire the house. So I go and we rough in the house. When I say rough in, that's the part where you pull all the wires, you hang all the boxes, and you got everything ready for to get inspected before they put the insulation and sheetrock in. So when you're doing the houses, you do two things. You do the rough in, and then then you come back and you trim out. So we had done the rough in. And how we was doing it then, I would break the payment up in half. So I would say, okay, I'll pay for everything. I'll pay for all the electrical wires. I'll pay for all the boxes. I'll pay all my help and all that. And what you do, you once you pass the rough in inspection from the actual inspection department, once they come in and they say, okay, your rough in inspection is good, they can proceed on and put the drywall and all that stuff up. Then you pay me half my money. So I think at that time, I think it was right at about $8,000 we was doing the whole job for. But they will have to buy all of their light fixtures and fans and all that stuff. I supply standard switches and switch plates. If they want to get these fancy duplexes and stuff, then they have to pay a difference. So I spent all my money buying the material and actually paying for my help. And he wrote me a check. I think the check was right at about $4,000. So I said, okay, I'm good. Now I got enough money to replenish the money that I had, and I got another $2,000 dollars to get on and finish up. So I'm thinking I'm good. So I take the check and I wrote I done paid everybody off. At that time I was crazy. I had a whatchamacall. I had a charge account. I would have got a charge account at the local supply house, the electrical supply house. So I had charged all the material. I had took my cash and paid all my help. He wrote me that check. I deposited, and when I deposited, I went ahead and wrote paid off all my paid off the supply house and stuff. I've done a couple. No, just I paid my bills with it. Man, that guy wrote me a bad check. So what happened now? He wrote me a bad check. I don't spent all of my money. I owe the supply house about $2,000. and I ain't got the money to pay him. And then I got all these bounce checks going everywhere. From he wrote me a bad check, so I called the man up. Hey man, you wrote me a bad check. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. My money ain't right. This and that. Man, come on, man. You're bankrupt. The very first job I get, I'm bankrupt. So I'm now I'm gone. I'm busted. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. And so at that point in time, I had sent out a resume right before I got laid off. I had sent the resume out to Honda. Honda had an actual, not many people know, but Honda had an actual plant over in Tarboro, North Carolina, where they made different parts for their cars and stuff like that. And Honda actually called me. It was almost like the universe say, "Hey, we're gonna see if you really want to do this entrepreneur stuff." So here I am. I'm dead broke. Don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have any money or anything. So from there, it was like that next day I get a call from Honda and say, "Hey, we got your resume. We want to give you the job." So I said, "Here I am. I gotta go back to work because I'm broke." So they want me to come in and meet everybody and go through the orientation and stuff. I said, okay. So I get in my car. I get ready to go to the orientation, and I'm hating it. Oh, I'm hating it. I'm hating it so much. I get to the orientation thing late. I get there late. I go there and we're talking, and they showing me where my cubicle going to be at, and I just hated that cubicle. And not only that, they're going to put my cubicle right in the middle of the manufacturing floor. So now everybody will be coming to me for everything. I was like, man, I'm going to be out here in the middle of the manufacturing floor. Now, if anything goes wrong, they're going to come directly to me. I'm not going to have no buffer, and it was just making me so mad. But at the same time, at that time, I had a little pager. This is before cell phones were even popular. I had my pager, and and every couple of seconds, I was getting a page from the home warranty company. Bang, bang. And I remember being, and I kept looking and looking, and then in the middle of the orientation, I told them, I said, "Look, I apologize. I should not waste y'all time. I can't take this job." They was like, "What?" I said, "I can't take this job." I said, "I started a business, and not going to go back and run my business." And they were like, "Wow, look how business you got." So I was telling them what I had, and they were like, "Okay, we respect that, man. I respect that." Okay. Then I asked them, I said, "Y'all don't mind if I go in your bathroom and change clothes? I need to get back to work." So I went in the bathroom, put my work clothes back on, and I left. And I never looked back for another job ever again. When I left there that day, I knew I was going to run my own business. I went back and I talked to the supply houses, and I told them, I showed them, I said, "Hey, I got this job, and this guy wrote me a bad check, man. I'm going to pay you your money, but can you still allow me to get parts? I let me get parts, but I'll still make payments every week on the money that I owe you until I pay it off, and I won't charge anything else ever again." And they're like, "Okay, we'll do that." So that's what I've done. Every week, they'll allow me to get parts, but I will pay another $200, $100 every week on my parts bill. And once it was funny. It was just like that book, The Richest Man in Babylon. So here it is. They probably say this little Negro came here and wrote $2,000 worth of bad checks on us, get them out of here. But because I went back and faced that, and told them, say, "Hey, this is what happened. I'm gonna be honorable. I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you everything that I owe you, but still allow me to get parts and I pay cash for everything that I get going forward." I remember after that, I never had a charge account again at a supply house. That's one of the things I didn't like about. I get back to that later. But I pay it as I go, and so because I know if somebody writes you a bad check, I know how that does. You done. So I pay as I go, and what happened? I remember maybe 3 years later, they would actually beg me, uh, "Sneed, man, charge this stuff. I'm like, nah, I ain't charging, man. I'm paying you cash. You can charge it. Nah, I'll pay you cash. No, nah, I'll do it. Nah, you one of the best customers we got. Just charge it. Nah, I'll pay you cash. No, and so they used to beg to try to give me credit and stuff like that, and I would never take it. And I remember, a lot of times it used to be if you were going to go get a contract or something like that, they would like a reference letter from a supply house or somebody that you use. And I remember I used to get them. They used to write such great letters for me. They had to give me references for contracts and stuff that I really appreciate them. But that's what I done. I had uh, got the universe. When you say you're gonna go run a business, it's gonna test you. And I went back and faced it. And that's the young man who called me this week was kind of going through the same thing. He started his appliance repair business, and it didn't go quite like he wanted it to. And he was wondering to kind of clean wipe the slate clean and start over new. He wondered if it would be okay if he just start a whole new LLC and just do away with that. I was like, nah, man, you gotta go back. And appliance repair is a forgiving career. They'll allow you if you make a mistake like that. If you come back and you work really hard for 2 or 3 months, you can clean all that stuff up, and people will really respect you. So you stay with it, and you can't run from that stuff. I could have easily said, "Oh man, I'm going to close that and start another LLC and bankrupt it." No, you don't do that. You go back and clean it up, and then you become that honorable person. If you walk away from it, it's too easy. You'll constantly walk away from the troubles and not face it. But that was one of the obstacles I had to get over there. If that helps. Wendy LMA, it's better to work your plan than to plan your work. Yeah. I got plenty of horror stories. I got plenty of horror stories. Plenty of those. Man, after 20 some years, I got plenty of horror stories. Plenty of. I might do it. I might just make that series. Just tell some of the horror stories. All right. See you later, Wendy. Michael Campbell. Hey, Mike, are you still releasing the kettle corn train? Yeah, that's coming out in February. Kettle corn and the ice cream is coming out in February. Lorel Blizzard. Hey, how you doing? Yep, the whole pager. Yep, no doubt. Once again, it's now 8:45. I want to thank everybody for actually joining us tonight. I'll be back on Monday. Like I say, if you want to, like I say, how I pay for all of this stuff and learn how to run my business through appliance repair. I think appliance repair is the best business to have, or one of the best businesses to start on. If you want to know how to start your own appliance repair business, go to appliancebootcamp.com and sign up. Let me teach you how to start your own appliance repair business. Um, like I say, everything that you see I have come from appliance repair. No other way I could have it. Once again, thank you all for watching. I'll be back on Monday. Bye bye.